Hello, good morning, guys. Welcome again to the channel. So this morning we are basically going to be compounding some feeds. As you can see, these are the bags of feed that we are going to be mixing today. So in these feeds, you will find different ingredients. So these are the feeds after they have been poured out from the bag. On the right side, you see the black one, you see this one, you see this one, you see this one. So basically, we are going to be compounding four. It was actually five, but the camera only captured four. So the other one is just an addictive. There's what is called addictive, which is basically boosters to make our pigs to gain more weight as they eat this their main food. So this feeds, we use various things to feed our pigs. Sometimes we tend to experiment, sometimes we tend to try out new things just to see how far they can go in making our pigs to grow bigger. So we've basically broken down there's a big one that you guys saw that resembled lumps of feed. So we basically cut it down to various pieces. My staff, as you can see, they are throwing it. They are cutting it down into various pieces and throwing it around the other feeds. So this thing you are seeing here that they are throwing around are energy feeds, which we get from factories as byproducts. So if you go to factories that are into wheat processing, you tell them that you want their waste or their byproducts. So the other feeds that you can see here are just feeds that we can get around, that you can also get around your area. So if you want a comprehensive list of all these feeds and the way we compound them in the right quantities and what quantities, then of course everything is contained in the ebook. I've made all these things easy for everyone. So you basically get the ebook, then you see how we compound all our feeds, what we use, and how you can make your pigs to gain weight at a very fast rate. Because when it comes to pigs, what will make them to gain weight is the kind of feed you give them, the quantity of feed you give them, and the breeds of your pigs, the genetic of your pigs. But if you have the right genetics, you can still not be able to fatten your pigs. So that is where the feeds come in. You have to get the right feeds. And here in Nigeria, we try as much as possible to use all the local materials that we can get around our environment. There is no feeds here that we got outside our states. Almost all the feeds we are using here, we are gotten at least 20 kilometers from the farm. So we sourced all these things locally, including the ones from the factory. We just went to local factories around us and got all these things to cut down costs. Because if you are using corn, soya bean, and all this other stuff, it will be very expensive to run your pig farm. So this is why we tend to go for the local materials. And of course, this saves us costs. Now, these materials will not give you the same results as when you're using corn and soya bean, but at the end of the day, it will give you reasonable results that will allow you to make profits when you feed them to your animals, because they will gain weight and they will also be able to reproduce just like how they will when they are also eating corn and soya bean. So this is basically what we feed our pigs. Now this one is not for our winner pigs. Our winner pigs already have a special diet. We feed them purely on concentrates, which I've already made a video about that some time ago. So these feeds now are for the fatteners. We feed our winners for 1 month on special concentrates. Then after that 1 month, we begin to feed them this compounded feed. This feed has some fiber, more fiber than the concentrates. So, but at the end of the day, the major thing is that it will reduce our running cost. It will reduce our running costs and also be able to fatten these pigs on time. So this is basically the way we do it here on the farm. So simply get the ebook. You will access all our ingredients. You will access all our feeding for all our mixing formula, because we tend to also experiment. But what we now use is what has been working for us. So this is what you'll be getting from the ebook. So make sure you get the ebook. It's very, very affordable. so that you can be able to know how to mix your feeds and get the best results for your animals. So that's basically it on today's video. See you guys in the next video. By the way, this is 500 kg to 700 kg of feeds that we are mixing here. So that's basically it on today's video.